we'll go around and tell everybody who we are and
Okay.
all that kind of stuff.
So y'all go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm Hannah, and I'm a recruitment coordinator.
Lila, recruitment coordinator.
I'm Alex. I'm the call center coordinator.
Okay, I haven't met you. Nice
Yeah.
to meet you, Alex.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Marlita.
Hey.
Victoria,
Hey,
recruiter.
Victoria.
I'm Emily. I'm the special events coordinator.
Okay, and I haven't met you, but
Yeah, we've emailed, but we've never met.
Okay, all right. So now I know who's who.
And then we have two more Alexes who are recruiters, and Haley, who is also a recruiter.
And we
And
are,
those are the new. Yeah.
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 And we are recording this for them to listen to.
Okay. Good. So do I need to stand in front?
No, it should pick
This is-
you up
it's just
regardless.
audio?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So first of all, I know y'all have heard me before. So what do you know about career services? I mean, what's
Normally,
the
my
highlights for you
little
all?
spiel I tell people is that they help you find jobs on campus or around Huntington as a student. You guys do job shadowing, mock interviews, resume help, and then help you find jobs after graduation
Okay.
and career exploration.
Okay.
That's kind of what
Ditto.
I emphasize is the career exploration
Yeah.
for students that are undecided.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that's probably a big
Mhm.
deal, and it's becoming a bigger deal as we move along and we start to talk to students and talk to parents and really drilling down with students, and especially it's our nursing students that I think we have a lot of in the pre-science students that seem to have more of the difficult time getting it than some of the others. So when we start asking them, why did you pick this major, a lot of them really can't tell you why. A lot of them tell you they think they're going to make money or they're going to get a job, or somebody in my family is a nurse, or my parents have said I want to do that. So we start drilling down with that stuff, which kind of helps. But anyway, so I am retiring. So there's going to be a new person in career services.
Congratulations.
That's all fun,
Thank
but-
you. I don't know when. I'm staying on until they find somebody and help the transition.
Mhm.
So just so you know, there may be a new face, but don't hesitate to call. I think you all know Carolyn and Denny and Debbie. Yeah. So if you all need them, feel free to call them and email them. Anybody will help you get what you need and help you with the student. And if we need to work with high school students now or in the summertime, we're open to doing that. If you have somebody that's really just is lost and you think just making a connection may help to get them into Marshall, then we can do that. So and the other thing to remember is we are in two different locations. So we have the Student Resource Center over here, which really deals with freshmen and sophomores more, okay? Then we have the Career Services, which is really the part that you were really emphasizing,
Yeah.
for the juniors and seniors with career development, internships, all that kind of stuff. But over here is more about student success, making them successful, keeping them, retaining them, because they're exploring careers and getting into something that they really can identify with and engage with and stay. Because I think that's where we're seeing that we're losing a lot of these kids, D's and F's, those sorts of things. We're also giving them tools to be able to talk to professors and things like that, because lots of times they're not used to doing that. So that's kind of what we do over there. I think to drill down a little bit more about what we do over there is that deciding on a major, these are the biggest three things that we do: is job shadowing, Focus 2, and career consultation. Okay? And we can do that, like I said, for students. If they're not getting what they need in high school and they need to talk to a career counselor or an advisor, we will talk to them. We can do that by phone. Okay, so even if you're out lying and you have kids that want to call us and they want to set up an appointment, we can do that. Then it gets into more of the gaining experiences and what they need to do to help them build their resume. Okay, so that's kind of sophomore year, and then here's more, what we do. We get really good reviews from students. We also kind of specialize in students with disabilities. I mean, and not that we're autism services, don't get me wrong, and not we're disability services, but we get a lot of kids that come to us that just are disabled and really having a hard time trying to figure out where they fit. It's just like we had an autistic student right now in arts and media. He's in theater. It's not working. I mean, you can imagine why it's not working.
Yeah.
So we're trying to work with him and to get him, and he's actually on probation. And this is the kind of things that happens when they're in the wrong field. Okay, so just kind of keep that in the back of your head that we can help with. Remember that, in talking with students too, that it's a process. That okay, if you don't know what you want, it's okay. You still come to college, but seek out resources. Still come. You don't know what you want to do, still come. We'll help you. And I wanted to, you all have Focus to Apply. And I remember talking to you guys about this before. Do you remember me talking to you about that before? Remember that that's on your recruitment site, and those kids can go on there and take that assessment, and it will help them. You all have that information, so you can even go in. I think Mark Banner is working on that.
Probably.
But anyway, if you all if you all want to have access to it, you can look up your students to see if they've taken it, to see what majors, which is again making another connection for you guys to talk with them about something that you know what I'm saying? So you can kind of help connect them. So just remember that that's a tool for you guys to use. It's a good recruitment tool. It's something that I don't think a lot of colleges around here have it. So again, that's another selling point for you guys when you're selling something. Hey, we've got this assessment. I don't think any other colleges have this. Why don't you go in and take it? And then if you can go in and look at it, then you can follow up with them.
Can you explain a little bit about what Focus 2 is, just for the audio for when they listen back?
Yeah. Focus 2 is a theory-based career assessment. It's based on the Holland Code, and the Holland Code puts you. It's like Myers-Briggs. It's kind of puts you into a code. Okay, so for instance, if I take it, I'm very high in social, I'm high in enterprising, and I'm high in I forget what my other one was, conservative, I think. But which really don't fit with me, but and sometimes that happens. But I'm a very social person. I want to help people. That I was a speech pathologist by trade, so that it fits with me. And we've been finding that the freshmen that have taken it with us, and we are encouraging every freshman that comes to us with a DRF to take it. When they take that assessment and they read their personality type, they say, "That's me." So it's pretty reliable. So that's what it does. Then it puts you in a code, and then it's going to put you into a job category or job types that will fit that. Now you can imagine that's huge. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about the helping fields, like for me, if that's my code, then it's probably going to show speech pathology. It's going to show career counseling. It's going to show counseling. It's probably going to show teaching. That then we start drilling down, talking to those students about what their interests are and what their values are, and then it starts moving into a different direction. Okay, because some people like me, okay, I'm in helping field. It may even show nursing, but I'm not going to go do nursing. That's just not me. I'm not blood and guts. I'm not. I'm just not going to do that. I admire people who do that. Thank God there are people that do that. But for me, that's just not where I want to be. So that's what Focus 2 is. Like I said, we'll do it over the phone. Major exploration, I think, is something that we don't do enough for students, and we don't encourage them to take ownership of sometimes. It's like, if I'm undecided, I don't need to be in these classes that I'm not being able to explore. Okay, we're in some intro classes. Let me just show you this, which is okay.
Are you going to click on the link?
Do what?
We're going to click on the link. Might have to exit out of hit escape.
Okay, but this is where I want to be.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I want to show you all. Okay. So you saying I'm not in there? Is that why this isn't working?
Where's Alex? Can you? There's.
Wait a minute. All right. Here is Candid Career. These are excellent videos for if you go to our website. You can browse thousands of career interview clips. Okay. So.
Or you want a separate website because we're still seeing.
Oh, you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think I need to? What do I need to do?
I have no idea.
Sorry.
I'm not tech savvy
You're
at all,
okay.
so
I don't know. I'm just lost.
I am, but I'm not.
I'm staying lost. I'll just check
Oh,
out.
okay. Let's get out of. I'm gonna end your slide.
Okay.
But we'll get
That's
back.
fine. That's fine. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So if we go to browse all these career videos, it's going to take you to a place where you can look at all kinds of stuff. Okay. So if you want to see something on professionalism, this is not really anyway, okay, here's career exploration.
Click the little yellow link at the top.
Yeah, it's
See it?
blinking up above, like it opens
Yeah,
another
click
tab.
that.
Yeah.
See, that's not where I want to be. On this career exploration. Shoot. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, you're fine. Do you think it's a tab because you have that enjoying this app thing? If you click like no thanks or whatever, maybe it's on that other corner. I'm not sure. Those pop-ups always annoy me.
Usually when okay, maybe.
So if you click that, another thing popped up at the top.
This.
Yeah, but I'm guessing. Yeah.
Anyway, why use your career search? Why use your career search? There's a video on all
Is
kinds
there a
of
link?
things.
Is that green thing?
Career videos.
Yeah, where it says career
That's
videos.
why I tried that one and it didn't go there either. Maybe it's going now.
That's still
Still
make
need
you log in.
access. And you don't have to access. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I go at my desk, I don't know why it's doing that. But anyway, students can get access to see when I click on it at my desk. Please, like, what is it? Anyway, it will give you, like, if they want to know about what would I do as an IT person, what would I do as a social worker, it actually has a social worker on there talking about what they do. So it's a great place for them to go if you want to take them there, and it just really, really helps them to kind of see what that actual major would do. Okay. So I think that's just helpful for you guys.
And then just.
Okay. So the other thing is that we work on. We have Career Expose. I think you all are aware of that. The other thing, if students want to know if they're in pharmacy, if they're in education, they're in physical therapy, there are separate expos for those. And those are pretty direct line careers. So we do those. We do have part-time internship employment opportunities that happen twice a year with Jobapalooza. If you're an accounting student, we have on-campus interviews every fall for those accounting students. And there are other opportunities that come up. We don't have specific scheduled, but different companies will call us for those things to do. Job Tracks is a 24-hour access to jobs and those sorts of things, which I think you're familiar with. And I think that the most important thing is that I want you guys to understand that we're going more into a coaching model rather than a counseling and advising model. So if students need help just in a coaching kind of way, we can help them do that. And the other thing is that we do have contacts with lots of employers when they get ready to graduate. I think just for you guys, just so you understand, when students are asking you or parents are asking you what's in demand, everybody thinks healthcare is in demand. Okay? But if you look at the statistics and where the jobs are, they're in business. Okay? They're in business, they're in engineering, they're in computer science, math and science, communications, social studies, the humanities, okay, with all the opioid stuff going on with counseling and everything. And agriculture, human resources is way down. Okay, so just, you know, I not that we're doing people a disservice, but when we bring all these pre-nursing students in here and they think they're going to be nurses, it's not doing anybody any good, especially the student, because they get into a very difficult schedule that's rigorous and they fail and they're not happy with themselves or with anybody and not happy with Marshall. So I think we need to just encourage them to look at other alternatives. You know, if they're interested in healthcare, you know, go get a healthcare management degree.
Right.
Might be one of the better things to do if you can't do nursing. So, just information. I think the more information that we have. And again, here we go with the projected, what's projected to grow, okay? The demand right now was that other side. This is what's projected to grow, okay? So you can see, again, business, financial operation and sales, education, okay? Projected more, computer science, arts and media, and this is all the entertainment area. You know, I think sometimes we downplay fine arts, and we shouldn't, because if those students excel in there very well, and we've had really good success with our students, really catapulting and doing really well. So, you know, again, don't discourage people, you know, because they can get a job and they can do well. Architect and engineering, then healthcare and community and social services, and then the life, physical, and social sciences. So, just some information. And this all comes from NACE and taken from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And, you know, if you've got savvy parents that are asking you questions, send them to the Bureau of Labor Statistics so they can start looking at it themselves. So, you know, here's some questions, and I know I did this with you all before, but here, to me, I think what parents ask you guys, and I don't know if students ask you, but, you know, will Marshall help me find a job? Well, yeah, you know, we'll do that. And we'll give you the tools to prepare you for the job market. You know, we will do that. What if I do not know what to major in? Well, if you don't know what to major in, call us. We'll help you. And I would encourage students to be undecided, that it's okay to be undecided and really to
We
really
stress
say
that.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, because on our PowerPoint that we give, we list all the colleges and it says University College, and I always say you can do your first year as undecided and still graduate in 4 years. You can do it. So
What is your all's perception of, do you think that students have of University College? I'm just wondering.
From the outside
I don't
looking
think they
in, I
know
don't think
anything.
Do they know
Yeah.
anything?
no, I don't think because I mean obviously it's for conditional admits too, and I don't think that they even
they don't-
register
yeah, that's
that they're. I mean, I think that the kids who are conditionally admitted, I think they're just happy that they're admitted.
And
Truthfully, in any regard, they're happy that they're in. And then they probably, as they get here, understand more of what they need to do to be fully in.
I don't think
But
freshmen don't understand like colleges as a whole. Like
Yeah,
even
they
on
don't
our
get that
app,
either.
when it asks for college, they put Marshall University.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they just consider them students, not like
Gotcha.
student
I think
of
the
college.
only people that are in university college that maybe are confused as to why they're in university college are those pre-nursing students who
That are
don't meet the ACT
Or
requirements,
Yeah.
or like say they put engineering down or something and they don't fully meet the admission requirements to be fully admitted. Those would probably be the only two that I would say that maybe not understand why they're in there, because I've gotten a call about that too. They're like, why am I in university college? And I'm like, well, okay.
Yeah, you
so I
guys
looked
put
it
me
up,
down for
and
the
then-
wrong major.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
that's
don't think
whenever
there's a bad
people are like,
stigma.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of in between this and this. I'm always like, well, then put down university college, because then they're actually going to let you like take classes in both, like take that basic level entry class, and like then actually like figure out, and like they work with you guys, I know, to like do like the Focus 2 stuff and all that. So like, yeah, I mean, I always
Good, because
I highly recommend
when I
university
first
college.
came here, University College had a really bad stigma.
Mhm.
I mean, a really, really bad stigma. And students did not want to be there, so they were just declaring anything
Yeah.
to stay away from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they just
Right.
did not want to be there.
Yeah, so, that's good to hear. That's
Yeah.
really, really good
Yeah.
to hear, because I think,
Unless there's something I don't know about. But
Mhm.
and I would agree with you all wholeheartedly that those kids that are in the pre, they don't know why they're there. They don't
Mhm.
understand,
Right,
and
they
they
don't
don't understand that it's going to take them GPA and this kind of stuff to get in.
Or even that they like maybe meet the requirements, but they didn't apply like on
Yeah.
time for the
Mhm.
nursing program. Like even if they would have
They're
met the
applying in like
requirements,
March or something.
they
Yeah.
like they wait until later to
Yeah.
turn in that application,
Yeah.
and they didn't meet the deadline. And
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, there's nothing we
Yeah.
can do.
Yeah,
Like,
there was
so-
one girl from Lincoln County High School that she thought, because she had the ACT and the GPA to be directly admitted to the nursing program from high school, but she didn't think she had to do anything. But I was like, there's a whole
major,
other
yeah.
application. Like, you have to fill that out. You have to do. And she just thought she sent that stuff in and was in it. And I was like,
That's like one
you missed
program
it.
that, like, whenever
You
I'm
missed
talking to
it.
people, like, because I know that one has an application that has to
Right.
be. I'm like, if you are interested in nursing, like, even if you are on the fence, like, you should still apply,
Submit,
and
yeah.
like, you need to submit the application. Like, that's one that I'm always
Yeah.
like stressing, because I'm like, I don't want to, because then we're gonna get calls like that, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, you didn't tell me. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Like, I talked to that whole class, talked to you personally. Like,
yeah. But I
Yeah.
think I think those conditional admit kids, they don't really get it when they get here, and then when they get here and they fully get it, I think at the end of the day
they're
happy that they
Yeah.
had it, because a lot of them may be first generation, and a lot of them just need that help. They just need it, and that's totally fine.
Yeah.
And they, rather than just coming here and being like, good luck in College of Science, and like you said, completely failing, whereas
University College, I know too, meets with them like 4 times a semester. I think Robin told me. Like,
Yeah.
she's like, she
For
was
a
like,
lot more
I mean,
hands-on.
yeah, I mean, she was like, I'm checking in with them, if not every other week, like every single week.
Yeah.
Like, how are you doing? What's going
Yeah,
on?
it's the pre's that
Yeah.
aren't with University College that
Right.
are really, really struggling.
Yeah.
That's what we find. So,
yeah,
So helping them understand that, and again, if we can, I think if we push them to be more undecided, then they can still
succeed.
kind of
Yeah.
figure
I know in
it
the
out.
daily presentations, I always emphasize that. I'm like, you're 17 years old. We don't expect you to know exactly what you want to do. Instead of saying, oh, I'm undecided, I try to tell people sometimes the issue isn't that you don't know what you want to do. It's that you have 2 or 3 things,
Right.
and university college will help you narrow it down and make an educated choice. And I find that in the daily presentations that ease the parents' mind, because the challenge is getting them to understand as much as the students.
The other thing I would like for you to
Yeah.
add on there is that they can come to us for testing.
Yeah.
You know what?
Okay.
That they can come to us for testing,
Mm-hmm.
and we can do that free. If they're interested in Marsha, we're gonna grab them up and
Mhm.
help them.
Yep.
So that if you could add that on,
Mhm.
not only University College, but if they want to call Career Services, we can set an appointment up with that student.
Cool.
Because we're all about recruiting, right?
Yeah.
Well, most.
And I think finding a major. If I don't like my major, what do I do? I think that's another question. If I find I don't like it, well, change it sooner than later. But we'll help them again do that. And so I think the first 2 years are critical for your major.
For sure.
So just letting them know that the first 2 years, and even with, if you want to talk to parents too, I tell parents, if they are in university college for the first year, they're fine.
Mhm.
But by the end of that second semester, they need to have an
Need to have a
assessment,
game
and they
plan.
need to have a
Yeah.
plan. They need to be really, because that's when the debt starts piling up. So And
He's so
I
cute.
think what I want you all to know, and I want every student to know, is that, if you make us your next best friend on campus, we're going to be able to do all of these things for you. Okay, we're going to be your brand ambassador. We're going to be your image consultant. We're going to be your etiquette advisor. We'll be your resume doctor to help you with your, that sinking resume. We'll be your mock interviewer, and we're your job search strategist. So, if you connect with us early and you learn those things, then we can help you with all of those things and really, really help you to be successful. So I think the best advice, for students is, choose a career that suits you, not that suits your mom, not that suits your dad, not that what, somebody wants you to do, but suits your strengths. And that's what the Focus 2 will help them find is, this is my personality type. This is where I fit. We always want them to explore and research and to ask questions. And I think students are afraid sometimes to ask questions of their advisors. They go in at orientation and they're given their schedule and they feel like that's what they have to keep. And we tell students that come to us, you're paying for this.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be in that anatomy class your first semester, you don't have to do it.
That's whenever those parents later on
It is
in that late
intimidating.
advising session, change that. Later on at
But,
orientation.
but I don't think a lot of them do that anymore. I don't
Really?
see that much late advising anymore. I don't
Oh,
see
really?
students. And I think students are afraid. I think
Yeah.
they're afraid. They don't
yeah.
know. They're overwhelmed. They look at this and think they have to do it,
Yeah.
and they don't.
Yeah.
My schedule was the very first thing they gave to me at orientation. I was not even awake yet. I was like,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
it
what
was
I
fine,
was like,
but
I was like
I was
that
like-
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean-
I started out in science, but my mom's a science major here, so whenever she saw it, she was just like, "Well, that sounds right." I was in algebra and I was in biology and chemistry and uni, and she was like, "All right, that looks fine." And I'm like, "Oh my god, this is intimidating." And then I switched to journalism.
I didn't take my science till the second semester
Well,
of my
see,
senior, or
so-
first semester senior.
So just kind of put yourself in that.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm always I started out in this, but changed to this, and I quickly got in that first biology class and realized that I did not want to study science. Knew from the first day.
But I think if we can connect to them and let them know that we care, that we hear them, you're not just another student, you are an individual, and we can help you individually work that out. So, we're there to help and want to help as much as we can. So, any questions or concerns?
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
And I know y'all heard me over and over again. I feel like
Oh no, you're okay.
But I just want you to know that, I understand recruiting, I understand sales, I understand all of this, and that, if there's anything that we could do to help you guys, then we want,